storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
Which is about Masika, okay? Masika, the coke mouth. Now, you know, a lot of y'all be wondering why Masika talked the way she talked, because she did not speak that way when she first came on TV. And I'm here to let y'all know the reason why Masika speaks the way she speaks is because some white person talked her into getting lip injections in her mouth and messing up her face a long time ago. And so literally, she done lost all the nerve and is all up and through her throat and her lips, and she can't pronounce anything anymore. So that's why she really talked the same way, well, Chris Brown talked. But Chris Brown and Bobby Brown talked that way from years, doing that booger sugar, that smack, that white girl, whatever you want to call it, okay, that pony, whatever. So now, Masika has had a really hard week, okay? She got fired on her day off. She went to go have a conversation only to get her wig snatched. She broke her finger. She called the police and called the ambulance after throwing the glass at Hazel. Like, Masika has had a hell of a damn week. And in addition to being dragged by her wig, now she's literally being dragged by her reputation out here in the streets by her former landlord. So we're going to listen to this podcast excerpt and we'll be back to talk about it.
So I have to say, you're squatter left then.
Oh my God, Brandy.
I've been reading on TMZ about Masika and that she's just not leaving, but then she's posting pictures with all this money and she's not paying. And I don't know what's true and what's not, but it's a lot of drama.
A sick fuck. This we can swear, right?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay, when I say the biggest garbage can human being, disgusting, lying, scam artist, low-life person is this woman, Masika Kalysha Tucker, that happened to be on one of our shows, Love and Hip Hop, who attempted to buy a house from me but committed fraud, and then I was nice enough to let this disgusting person
embezzle. It was Masika embezzle. I heard trying to get a house. That white man said you couldn't afford that house, Masika.
In my house with a lease decided to use the COVID-19 moratorium to commit fraud to the tune of $70,000.
So I have to say, you're squatter left then.
$55,000, okay, that she owes me in back rent, and held my house hostage from me, where I couldn't go to the house, I couldn't look at the house, I couldn't sell the house, while she squatted in my house while this woman was posting pictures of how much money she has and shopping sprees and all this shit, and she ain't paying her rent. So she finally fled the house.
Good.
In the middle of the night, fled the house, stole my washer and dryer, stole the off the wall, stole cameras.
Oh, thank you, Terry.
And is now, I mean, I like to say with a person like this, she now has returned to the $55,000. Okay.
All right. And so that landlord, if you really couldn't make it out, basically that landlord was saying that Masika, all right, not only tried to buy his house by frauding her documents, because a lot of these celebrities do that. They tend to try to get homes that they cannot afford. Because the thing is, they want to live that expensive-ass LA lifestyle, okay? And instead of living in somewhere like Studio City or further outside of LA where they can actually afford to get a nice home, pay it off, and not have to be whoring themselves to still pay mortgages in their 40s, what they do is instead want to live that Beverly Hills type of lifestyle, and they get houses that they just can't afford it, okay? And it's just the damn truth. And I got to keep it real. Black China is kind of doing something similar. Black China, why are you renting a house that's $20,000 a month? Can we keep it real? Why do these celebrities rent these extravagant ass houses? First of all, y'all don't even be having a lot of kids like that. Why do you need 8 bedrooms? Why do you need 6 bathrooms? You can only shit in one of them. Black China, Masika, your ass is big, but it ain't that big to shit in multiple toilets at once. And so they really, he went in on her, and we're gonna address that. He went in on her. He went in on her, and yes, she took the washer and dryer, but it might have been one of the nice ones. Like, here's the thing, okay? If you're gonna steal, let it be the nice ones. Now, them nice washer and dryers, they got like the top part where it like sanitize your clothes, and you can put multiples in there at once, so you can put your whole thing of detergent in there, and it automatically dispenses it. I might have stole that shit too, to be fair, okay? Hopefully, she wasn't stealing that like $300 brand. It was like the $30,000 one. But anyway, I say all that to say, these celebrities got to get this shit together. Y'all living a life that y'all can't afford. these reality shows really don't pay shit. And to keep it real with y'all, the majority of these reality hoes or they're hoes. And they make their money, not off of OnlyFans, but they make their money from escorting. And so when Hazel called her an escort, a prostitute, she was telling the truth, except Hazel is a prostitute as well. These people have no job skills. They don't have, most of them don't have any businesses. What do they do, guys? You don't see them acting. You don't see them really working. Hollywood is pretty much shut down. These people are escorting. This is how they pay their bills. And just, it is what it is. And so, Masika, you have had a hell of a week. But let me tell you something, Masika, sometimes God will break you all the way down and let you hit rock bottom only for you to rise up from here, okay? So I want you to get your life together. I want you to stop going into fights with your wig on and getting your wig snatched. I want you to stop breaking your fingers after you get jumped. I want you to get your shit together, Masika. I do. But I do have to say this. I still felt uncomfortable with that white man dragging her like that. Is it just me? Is it just me or am I tripping? Oh, yeah, her nasal cavity is screwed, too. She always sounds like she got a drippy nose. Most of them with them damn nose jobs, they nose is always runny. Like, shit, maybe I don't need to touch my shit if it's going to be like that. Golly. She said her house and cars are all paid for. Well, I mean, I guess it is all paid for when you ain't paying for it. You know, she said, yeah, they paid for it. She just ain't paying for them. Hazel E was escorting and Kat kind of alluded to that. Yeah, that's what the majority of them do. So anyway, I didn't like the fact that that white man was dragging her like that. I just, you know, because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. The white folks can try to act like it be us that don't pay our rent. It be us that be having bad credit. Man, they be having worse credit than us. Leaving houses hella shitty. Moving on to the next one. The difference between white people and black people is that they usually get the benefit of the doubt. And they usually know somebody that knows somebody. So if they get evicted from one place, they know somebody that's renting another that'll let them slide through. Most black folks don't have them kind of connections. That's the only damn difference. Hell, black folks ain't the only one to tear up your shit. Now, are you tired of being fat as hell? Are you sick of your breasts hitting your lap when you sit down? Are you embarrassed every time you go out and people think you pregnant, but you really not? You just had a big burrito last night. If you were going through them problems, and guess what? I got a solution for you, and your solution is going to be found in NUTRABURST. Now, before you get mad, let me let you know, in addition to using NUTRABURST products, you're going to need a healthy caloric deficit diet. But one of my favorite products that NUTRABURST offers is called Resolution Drops and Life Drops. And I'm telling you, they help me not eat as much because, you know, I'm a cookie monster. I'm a slave to that pata monster. So if you a slave to the pasta and the cookies like me, get you some Resolution and some Life Drops. My link is in the description box below.
It's Storm Show. Ay, it's Storm Show.